Hello, students. Welcome. Today we are going to learn part 3 of International Business, that is chapter 11 of Business Studies. In this session, we are going to learn about the foreign trade promotion and the incentives and organizational support. Now, Government of India has been taking various measures to support business firms to improve their export businesses. So let's study that what are the steps taken by them to improve the business. The first one is duty drawback. Now, under this scheme, customs and GST paid on raw materials and components used in export products are refunded to the exporter at the time of export. So, in short, the exporter gets their money refund in case of duty drawback. Second is export manufacturing under bond scheme. Now, under this scheme, goods manufactured for exporting are not liable to pay GST and other duties, which means they are given tax exemption. Now, to avail such facility, these firms have to give a bond that the goods manufactured will be exported. The third one is exemption from payment of GST. Goods meant for export do not come under GST, and income from export trade is also exempted from income tax for a long time. These schemes are applicable for 100% export oriented units and units set up in EPZs, that is, we can say that economic zones. Now, the fourth incentives or organizational support which is given by government is advance license scheme. Under this, they may advance export license may be issued to regular exporter on request so that they'll get duty free supply of domestic and imported inputs. Next is EPCG, that is Export Promotion Capital Goods Scheme. Now, the idea behind this scheme is to encourage import of capital goods for export production at a lower rate of custom duty. And when we talk about recognition scheme for export houses, trading houses, star trading houses, or superstar trading houses. Now, export houses and different names are given national recognition depending on their performance so that they can take all the efforts to promote export. The recognition is granted based on the performance of the export. Let's say if XYZ exporter has done extremely well, then they may be given the recognition as a superstar trading houses. Another is export of services. To promote the export of services, various categories of service houses have been given recognition. Now, here also recognition is granted on the basis of their export performance. Like, let's say, for example, educational services, tourism services, etc. Now, export finance is another incentive which is provided to exporters at a concessional rate. Now, there are two types of export finance. One is pre-shipment finance, which is made available to finance the purchase, processing, manufacturing, or packing of goods. And the other is post-shipment finance. Now, it is provided to fill the gap between the sale and realization of sale. Another organizational support or incentives for foreign trade promotion by government is EPZs, that is export processing zones, and it has been set up by the government to provide internationally competitive duty-free environment for exports. Like here we can see it in the example that Cochin Export Processing Zone. Now, government is providing infrastructural facility to produce goods at a lower cost. And they also get some benefits in case of customer clearance, and other formalities are also simplified. We also have export processing zones. No import license is needed in this case, and to import of, let's say, capital goods or raw materials, no import license is required. They are also exempted from the payment of GST for those items bought from domestic market. Recently, these export processing zones are converted into special economic zones by giving more privileges. We can see the examples of major EPZs in India. Here are the list of few of them. Next one, or the next incentive for foreign trade promotion, is 100% export oriented units. We can also call it as EOUs. Now these units are set up for the export of entire products. They can be set up anywhere in India and they get all the benefits provided to units in EPZs. So we can see that these are all the schemes: duty drawback, export manufacturing under bond scheme, exemption from payment of GST, advanced license schemes, export services and finance, EPZ, 100% export oriented units, etc. Now, there are certain important institutions which are set up by Government of India to promote this foreign trade. Like firstly, we have Department of Commerce, which is working under the Ministry of Commerce, and it is an apex body. And the main objective is to maintain better commercial relation with other countries. It is also involved into formulation of policies on foreign trade. The second organizational support is Export Promotion Councils. Now, it is formed as a joint stock company or societies, and it is a non-profit organization. The main aim is to promote export of particular products. Thirdly, we also have commodity boards. It is a supplementary to EPCs, which is established again by Government of India, like for example, coffee board, spices board, silk board, rubber board, etc. So for different commodities, there are different boards. We also have Export Inspection Council, which was again established by Government of India under the Export Quality Control and Inspection Act of 1963. The main objective of Export Inspection Council is to ensure the quality of goods for export so that more number of people demand for export goods from India. The another is Indian Trade Promotion Organization, or we can also call it as ITPO, which was established in 92 under the Ministry of Commerce. The main motto or objective was to promote trade and industry and conducting trade fairs and exhibitions in India and outside. It also helps in assisting export firm to participate in international trade fair and exhibition. And its headquarter. We also have Indian Institution of, or we can say we also have Indian Institute of Foreign Trade to introduce professionalism in the country's foreign trade management. They provide training in international trade, conducting research, analyzing data connected with international trade and investment. We also have IIP, that is Indian Institute of Packaging, which is again a training cum research center for packaging and testing, which is mainly in Mumbai. So its headquarter is in Mumbai. State Trading Corporation, which helps to stimulate export trade of domestic firm at the state level. Again, its headquarter is in New Delhi. So these are the important institutions which are set up by Government of India to promote foreign trade. Thank you.